My book, I basically say, of course, this is really bad for everybody. I emphasize, of course, that America's trade problems, trade deficits, have nothing to do with China. If you think about it, America's had a trade deficit every year for 40 straight years. If you go back far enough, China wasn't even significant. But America's had a deficit for 40 straight years. So how do you explain that America can have a deficit 40 straight years? Because you in the audience, you run a household, you would realize, of course, you can't be totally borrowing or spending more than you earn for 40 straight years. Somebody would stop lending to you. Your bank would not allow this to happen. The answer is very simple. It's because America's dollar is the global currency. And this is something that non-technical people do not understand. If the dollar is the global currency and people want to hold it globally, America must run a trade deficit, because that's the only way that you can get the US dollar out there globally. You run a deficit, you pay your bills in dollars, the world uses these dollars for trade or for whatever purposes. So as long as the dollar is the global currency, America will always have a deficit. It has nothing to do with China or Japan or Mexico or Canada. Nevertheless, policymakers and the general public constantly think that it is being caused by somebody. And then we have this issue about foreign investment. We think there's something wrong, that we invest too much in China. We actually don't invest enough. I think the trade tensions between China and the United States are certainly going to get worse in the coming year. Non-technical people do not understand. If the dollar is the global currency and people want to hold it globally, America must run a trade deficit, because that's the only way that you can get the US dollar out there globally.